Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Prophet, and today we are going to be taking a quick look at VeChain or VET. VeChain is one of those coins we cover quite a bit on this channel for multiple reasons. Well, the biggest one is going to be the long-term potential it holds. Obviously, in the last 24 hours, we do see that 2.8% increase. In the last week alone, we've seen a lot of ups and downs. However, overall, a 2.83% increase as well, and that 0.0914 is the price currently. By the time we upload this, obviously, it'll probably have changed around a little bit. The market cap right now is at 5.9 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 724.4 million. And then we have that circulating supply at that 64.3 billion VET. If we go to the last month alone, we do see that large 130.51% increase. Obviously, we saw this very gradual increase over the last month. And we did see it obviously correct itself a little bit and now increase into a stabilization. We've been here stable for most of the 27th, 28th, and 29th. If we actually look through the year alone, we see that 3,000% increase. Obviously, most altcoins did this large increase in the full year span. But VeChain is one of those that we've been looking at quite a bit for multiple reasons. Like I said, there's a lot of potential behind VeChain and what this utility token does. So if we go down here, I'll give you guys a quick overview of what VeChain is before we do our price prediction for the end of April, May in 2021. I also want to say I am not a financial advisor, so if you guys are looking for a financial advisor, you are in the wrong spot. I will never give financial advice. I will always just do my best to give you guys the most up-to-date and most recent crypto information. Always do your own research before buying any coin or token. VeChain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can be then recorded onto the VeChain blockchain. If we go over to their website, it does talk about VeChain Thor, the public blockchain that derives its value from activities created by members within the ecosystem solving real-world economic problems. So VeChain is one of those, like I said, that we see a very long-term potential in, and that is because of what it accomplishes as a coin itself. So the controllable transaction lifecycle, they go over the MTT, transaction dependency, and then obviously the fee delegation. They go over the proof of authority as well as we look and kind of glance past the governance and economic model. If you want to take a look at that, I definitely suggest doing your research and checking out the website itself. You can learn a lot by just looking at the website and reading more about the coin altogether. Before you invest any money, I definitely suggest doing so. So we will continue down, however, and here you can see that the VeChain Foundation grant, you can actually apply now. And then if you continue down, there's obviously just banners and there's a bunch of different graphics through the banner. So I do suggest looking at that as well, as we won't be taking too much of a look into that. We do have the VeChain Foundation, community investors, institutional partners, research partners, developers and startups, and enterprise users and partners. They talk about the stakeholders benefit from collective value creation through the development of the ecosystem. Obviously, these are all involved with the VeChain. And if you go down to the very bottom, you see the steering committee. You can read more about each individual person involved in this team. However, you can also read about the vision as well, and I definitely suggest doing your research on their vision and what they plan to do with the VET token itself. I think there's a very big potential behind this, and you can always go to their Twitter as well and read more about VET. If you go to their Twitter, they talk about all the most recent up-to-date information. Basically, VThor mobile wallet has been updated to the newest version as of yesterday, or I guess March 29th. And then they also talk about how the official subreddit community has just hit 100,000 subscribers. We are super proud of this milestone. Obviously, a lot of people following VeChain as they have a lot of potential behind them, and I think a lot of people realize that. Another cool thing on the website is you can go to the bounty program and you can contribute to VeChain ecosystem and earn rewards. Basically, if you are able to do what they're asking, you actually get 10,000 USD or 3,000 USD here or 3 million of ETHO right there. And so these are basically challenges to accomplish the security bug bounty. They're just trying to make their coin and their program altogether the most secure as possible, and this is one way to do it. Give people incentive to break their code or break through their security so that they can then make it stronger. I like this idea a lot, and a lot of people do like this way of making their security stronger while kind of giving people the reason to try it. So great idea there. I definitely would take a look at the documentation if you guys want to read more about Thor, Connex, and the sync overall. You can learn more about this as well. If you click the learn more, you can go through the introduction, the 2-token design, proof of authority, built-in contracts, block, transaction model, calculation, and the fee delegation obviously is going to be one of the bigger ones. We won't take a look right now, but they do compare quite a bit of information here. So definitely take a look. As we go back to the VeChain, we will give you guys the price prediction for the end of April, May in 2021. I think VeChain will continue on the rise. I think obviously if we look at this last month alone, we did see that large increase. However, we, like I said, did see that decrease as well as another increase and then another decrease. And now finally we're getting that final stabilization period. I think this is going to be a stabilize. Before we see any kind of increase, we will stabilize or maybe dip down a little bit longer. And I do think VET will easily make its way to 10 cents by the end of April. I think by the end of April, we actually do see VeChain make its way to about 12 to 13 cents. Very possible for much, much more. I think VeChain could easily be a 15-cent token by the end of April. But my exact price prediction is going to be about that 14 to 15 cent range for stabilization. I think we could easily hit about a 16, 17 for the all-time high. I think VeChain is going to be outrageous through the end of March, or not March, I'm sorry, May. May is really where I think VeChain will continue to take off. We see VeChain make its way to that 17, 18, 19, 20 cent range. However, I think the all-time high will be right around that 21, 22 cent range. So I think VeChain could easily, do a 2x by this time, by probably mid-May. You could see a 2x in VeChain, and then we have potential for much, much more. You guys know I like to do kind of reasonable and realistic price predictions. I try to stay on the conservative side. So if you if you don't agree with my price predictions, you think they're a little low or a little high, let me know in the comments. I would like to know what you guys think and why you guys think so. So definitely let me know. And, my end of year price prediction for VeChain is definitely going to be about 70 to 80 cents. I think VeChain is going to really pick up through the rest of 2021. I think that it'll really easily make that eight-time potential. I think this is, like I said, one of those coins that'll stick around for quite some time. So that's going to be my quick price prediction for you guys, a quick overview on what VeChain is, as well as, the quick overview on where I see VeChain being in, April, May, and 2021. If you guys want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe to this video and turn notifications on. Obviously, always hit that like button if you enjoyed the content. And if you like VeChain, make sure to hit the like button as well, as it'll make sure I continue to cover VeChain daily. Anytime there's more news on VeChain, we will definitely cover it in more detail as well. Obviously, we want to run through these as quickly as possible to give you my most recent and up-to-date information and price predictions as possible. If you guys want, you can join the Discord in the description below, as well as join me on Twitter and follow me at CryptoProfitYT as well, and that is linked in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. I will see everyone in the next one.